Hey, everybody, crew, blind way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Shane.
I'm Eric.
And we are here with a reaction.
Yes.
What are we reacting to today?
Firefly! A show that I've been wanting to watch for a while.
Firefly's a good
That a lot of people
episode.
requested. Jurassic Park 3! Ah! Alan!
No, we're doing Westworld.
Yes.
Which we know is on the 3K poll, but that poll is for the viewer choice, and we just decided
We just want to do it.
we want to do Westworld. I actually
We
really
do what
wanted
the
to.
fuck we want to do on our channel, yo.
I really just wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to have to, wait around and stuff like that. So I'm like, guys, let's just do it. It's gonna be extra work, but hell, that's what we do here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Will Smith in this? Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Is there a giant mechanical spider in the
Wiki
end?
wow wow, wiki wow wow, wiki wow wow.
Shake a tail feather.
I hope
that is bad, boys.
I'd love it if the show was about that.
What?
The giant spider.
Yeah. Okay, so Westworld. Let's just start it. Let's just watch it. We're gonna talk about it a lot afterwards. Oh no!
Careful, you don't know which side.
Is that an eye?
Yes,
I think
that's
it's an eye.
That's an eye.
Needle!
I don't like needles and eyes.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Dolores. As long as you answer my questions
The
correctly.
least attractive name in the world, Dolores.
Yes.
Don't go in the eye. Don't get
Good.
Ah!
First,
It bothers me.
have you ever questioned the nature of your reality?
So is it like VR?
And last time, came alone, went straight evil.
Last time I came, I was totally evil. Is it like playing like a character? What
Newcomers.
Oh, is that a snake?
It's a scorpion.
Oh. Ah, it's a scorpion.
kind of snake with that?
Damn kids!
You're all gonna die!
You look like the kind of man who'd put his metal to it. Not today, Sheriff. Oh, geez.
Not today, Sheriff.
He's not even wearing his spurs.
That any day, the course of my whole life could change with just one chance encounter.
Don't mind me, but I have to fetch my horse.
He doesn't.
Better fetch him fast.
You hear that? His horse is fetch.
This kind of reminds me of Tombstone a little bit.
Oh, but where do they shoot this at? Utah or something.
Somewhere out west. Oh, it's pretty.
Utah.
Not Wyoming.
It
Arizona.
looks like Tampa.
That's a beautiful sight.
John Denver's full of shit, man.
Is it that Hector guy?
But you got anything out here?
Hey,
Is that him?
it's from GTA.
Trevor?
Yeah, it's the guy who plays Trevor.
Dang it, she killed him.
No recoil.
Nothing but the milk, then.
He needs some meal.
She's still warm enough. Nobody gonna judge you for it.
Oh shit! He didn't last long.
Shoot him. Shit.
Hello again.
Ed Harris.
Yep.
He's such a badass.
Why'd I give you the first shot?
Cross
After
draw.
all,
It's the slowest draw. Least accurate. Yeah, cheats.
winning doesn't mean anything unless someone else loses. Which means you're here to be the loser. Goddamn. Feels good to be back. Let's celebrate.
We all love the newcomers. Every new person I meet reminds me how lucky I am to be alive.
You don't have kids at home, do you, Bernard?
No.
If you did, you'd know that they all rebel eventually.
We don't update the hosts in cold storage, and the park hasn't had a critical failure in over 30 years.
Meaning we're overdue.
Same like the time that Harris guy said he'd been going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the
They don't
boss.
make anything like they used to.
Like a morgue.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is.
He's zipping himself back in it.
Did they make a Chloe Bennett one?
You sleep well?
Well enough.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to be a different guy.
Natural splendor. When
Oh,
we
malfunction.
Fly.
Oh,
yeah.
one eye.
He can't hurt a guest. He literally couldn't hurt a fly. All he can do is that.
You need to worry when a fly lands and they just
Alright.
slap it then.
Photograph?
Cheat code. That'd be awesome.
You ever seen anything like this place?
Doesn't look like anything to me.
So it's an artifact that was left there by a player,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna break their programming.
Yeah, so now they're trying to learn things.
Oh, he's already been shot. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Or not dead.
Growing boy. Growing boy.
He got turned off.
Yep.
Yep.
Evolution forged the entirety of sentient life on this planet using only one tool: the mistake. Can cure any disease, keep even the weakest of us alive, and it means that we're done. That this is as good as we're gonna get. It also means that you must indulge me the occasional mistake.
So he sees it as like a creation.
Yeah.
There's a deeper level to this game. You're gonna show me how to get there.
Managed the massage events to inspire Hector to head to town a week early. Oh, and I've also punched up the speech he gives after robbing the saloon. It's chilly.
So this is Hector, huh?
Said he'd come to town a week early.
Oh man, they're just gonna be killing everybody. Huh?
Yeah.
Damn! Good job, good job. I like that.
That's so cool.
You're a low-down son of a bitch.
Oh, okay. They put it under it.
Right?
Oh! Shit!
Nice.
Oh.
Well, let this be a lesson. The lesson is,
Bad? Who did it?
Oh.
Oh.
look at that! And they shot him through the neck! And his pal here too!
Look at her wriggle!
Go get that photographer. I want to get a picture of this.
You're welcome!
Maybe you'll get to your speech next time.
Oh, he was excited about that speech, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The things you do to her,
Oh shit.
I have to protect her. I have to help her. She's got to get help.
Very good, Mr. Abernathy. That's enough. Access your current build, please.
That's so creepy.
What is your itinerary?
To meet my maker.
Shit.
And what do you want to say to your maker?
My most mechanical and dirty hand. I shall have such revenges on you. Both. The things I will do. What they are, yet I know not. But they will be the terrors of the earth. You don't know anymore, do you? You're in a prison of your own sins.
Turn it off.
Jeez. That's some heavy shit.
These are fragments of prior builds. The reveries must be allowing him to access them.
No cause for alarm, Bernard. Simply our old work coming back to haunt us.
These violent delights have violent ends.
Does that mean anything to you?
No. I don't think so.
you ever hurt a living thing?
No. Of course not. Wife's complete.
She's been repaired so many times, she's practically brand new. Don't let that fool you. She's the oldest host in the park.
Oh.
Morning, Daddy. You
Yep.
sleep well?
Oh, well enough.
That was the bartender.
Who?
The bartender.
Bandit dude.
These are the decommissioned, right?
Yeah, this is the building where they put him.
Oh, he's feeling, where he got hurt.
War
He got shot.
wound.
Purpose.
Whoa, they got a design on the scout.
How do they not see what he's doing?
Shit, that was awesome. Ah,
Well, that's a hell of a damn pilot.
I wrote a lot of shit down.
Me too. 30 years in the future. Yeah, the Man in Black's been coming for 30 years.
Well, the
30 years
the
is
place
how
has been
long they've
operating.
been. No.
Right?
Well, it's been operating for a long time.
He says
30
he's been-
years has been the last time since they had a critical failure.
Yeah, and the Man in Black at Harris, he's been coming for 30 years.
I thought they said they haven't had a critical failure in 30 years, but you're saying that's implying that it's been longer since it's happened?
They haven't
or
had a critical failure in
I thought it just meant they haven't had a critical failure ever, and they've been doing it for 30 years, but I guess that's probably what it is.
It's been running for at least 30 years, but I would say it's been running longer than that.
Is this a physical place? Like, is this like a desert they have, and they have one set up?
I think it is. I don't think they matrix themselves in there. Is that
It almost has to be. Otherwise, I feel like why make all
Physical
these
stuff.
physical
Yeah.
like
It's
robot
gotta be.
people
Yeah.
if you can just do it all AI?
Yeah.
Right?
And that's when
Yeah.
I first thought it was like maybe some kind of VR thing, but yeah, if it's mechanical stuff they actually make that gets destroyed and they have to rebuild, it has to be a physical place.
I think that's why they have they had one shot outside where they were like on a balcony on like a plateau in
Yeah.
the middle of like the same area where they were in before.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking they are in this area that's kind of domed out that they've made their place, and it's probably in the center.
Yeah.
And they just go to where they need to go.
Now, this got me in the future because he says we've cured every disease and we keep
Yeah.
the weakest of us alive.
Yeah, that's why they're no longer. There's no survival of the fittest because everybody can survive,
Yeah.
right? Like they'll never evolve. Humans will never evolve past where we are now. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, there's nothing more they can do, and they're not going to
Yeah.
get better.
So, do we have a name of Ed Harris?
I don't think he ever said his name, did he?
So he's just a guy that's been living in that part of the desert that where they have all this set up.
He's been coming there for 30 years. I don't know if he's been living
leave?
there. I mean, it's rich people doing it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's just like, hey, I'm going to be here for a long time. Take my money. I'm
Okay.
rich.
I mean, maybe he's management.
I don't know. No one ever seemed to acknowledge him as far as like
Yeah.
the management people,
Yeah.
like the program or anything like
Right.
that. And honestly, they didn't acknowledge a whole lot of like the guests, the newcomers. They acknowledged the host and taking care of them, but for the most part, the guests they just kind of left alone, with the exception of like being upset that the one guy didn't give a speech
Yeah.
and saying that the guests were inside when that milk guy was going crazy.
Mr. Sizemore, the
Yeah.
writer, the ambitious young
Yeah.
writer.
The British guy. Okay, so Ed Harris's character, when he gets shot, nothing happens. But it looks like he has a physical thing hit him, right? So what are they shooting? Do you think? Because when it shoots a host, they get shot and die. But when it hits him, who I assume is a guest, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So they have weapons that can't hurt real people. They can only hurt mechanical people.
Yeah.
I don't
guess
know.
so. I don't know how exactly it works or what prevents them from getting hurt. It doesn't look like they're wearing anything different than like the host people are.
I was also thinking like maybe they're programmed to react to getting shot, but they have actually physical shit coming after them. You know?
Yeah.
Unless they have like a squib on them.
One interesting thing to note, though, Cyclops guy.
Yeah, James Marsden. I don't know his
He
character's name.
shot
Ted.
He shot the Man in Black, who we know to be a player character,
Yeah.
right?
But nothing happened.
Yeah, but he shot him.
That's part of the storyline, right?
Yeah, you're right. He's not supposed to harm. They're not.
He's not
they're
supposed to
programmed
harm
not
the player.
to harm the player.
But
and
he
we
tried
know
to shoot him.
And we know now that he has something going on with him where he's remembering previous stuff. So he must remember that guy, maybe? Ed Harris, Man in Black?
He might not remember that, but he definitely remembers getting shot.
What did Man in Black do to to her when you brought her in the barn.
I mean,
Raped her.
Raped
Right?
her.
Yeah. Like, is that a storyline that keeps happening, and that that host is remembering that specific thing? That's
It's
why
possible.
I don't know. Is it really interesting?
Her dad,
stuff.
though.
Oh my god, yeah.
Her dad, like,
He's accessing
previous times this has happened.
previous times,
Yeah.
but also like
Other roles.
possible
Yeah.
timelines. Like
Yeah.
if this happens, then this happens. So he
Mhm.
knows everything that the world has been doing to his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
The oldest in the park.
and he understands that they are to blame.
Yeah, he's programmed to love that specific robot,
Yeah.
and that's conflicting with different lives that didn't have that love, and then he just goes fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, he breaks his programming
Yeah.
enough to tell his daughter something.
So that one part where the father goes into like this personality we haven't seen of as very evil robot-y, Skynet-like personality. Is that an amalgamation? They said that's an amalgamation of all his personalities.
Yeah, of the first character that he played, the professor.
He played the
who-
professor.
There's 2,000 of these little robot things in the park.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they were going to decommission 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2,000 and there's 1,400 guests in the park at
I
all
thought it was
times.
interesting because I wrote it down earlier.
1,400
That's what they said. There's 1,400 guests.
out of 2,000.
What I'm wondering.
Well, no, there's 2,000 hosts.
No, I
right?
know, but like,
It's a 1,400 to 2,000 ratio.
yeah,
My question is: so does every single person, they have their own plot of land where their own storylines going? Because obviously there can't be guests playing the same fantasy, right? Because they can hurt each other.
They can't be playing the same. Well, we don't know.
Storyline.
We don't know what kind of what the weapons do, right?
Like how
I'm
they
confused by that. Like I don't like.
They have
Can
to be-
a guest shoot another guest and it's
That's what I'm
it does the same thing as what happened to the Man in Black.
no, I think
I mean,
it's
all the bullets could just be kind of like a IR kind of like fake bullet that,
Like a laser.
that if when it hits you, when it hits like a host,
like
their
where those-
body
Yeah,
pops
Yeah.
and blows the blood everywhere.
Okay, 'cause I was thinking like they're not blanks because they're actually shooting things, but maybe it is like some kind of blank-like thing with a laser that once it hits it like
the
explodes.
environment reacts,
Yeah.
but the shot or whatever doesn't actually influence the environment.
So there's no physical like.
There's no bullet.
We don't know. Yeah, there's no bullet is what I was gonna say,
Okay.
but
I thought it was interesting that and that was my question, but the hosts are unaware that they're fake. You know what I mean?
for the day, yeah,
Yeah, for that.
because they can access them and ask them about their experiences.
Yeah.
But when they do that, I think the way they have it set up is they believe that's a dream
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yes,
they're having. They can shut them down by saying something about like dream in a restful slumber,
yeah.
and that like
may you wish in a or
may you dream in a restful slumber or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah, and then you just as a
And
keyword
then
makes
that's
it
like
fall.
it shuts them down or whatever.
I mean, in my head, I'm thinking like obviously there's something going to happen, and the keyword that they use won't respond to it.
The thing I didn't get, like, there's a certain route, a story that they have that progresses through the day and whatnot.
Yeah,
Right?
written by Sizemore.
That it's been one day and it just kind of keeps repeating itself, right?
yeah.
But he said that he's having Hector ride in a week early.
Yeah, he changed the storyline a little bit to solve.
Yeah, but a week early? We've only seen like one day 3 times in a row, and then
Mhm.
they said that he's coming in a week early. Doesn't that sound weird though?
Yeah.
Like we literally watched Dolores wake up and have the same day 3 days in a row, but it was altered slightly because of the host being there. I think that's why like his hat fell off the one time.
It could be that Dolores is a NPC that just does the same thing every day, but there's other stories that, so she's like an incidental NPC that doesn't do much, and they don't.
And there's
like,
other
interact
more
with
powerful
her
things.
her
that-
story's more daily, where
could be
other people
that.
have like a weekly story or monthly
Yeah,
story.
it could be that, or I guess it could be he's talking about like I'm now having that story happen a week early, as in that was going to be a new story, and it was scheduled for
like
a
we
week
were gonna-
ago,
we were gonna
Like a
have it-
server
a week from
event
now,
or something.
Yeah, and then there's like, let's just have it.
We were gonna have the
this
patch
week.
come out next week, but we're gonna do it this week instead.
Could be either of those two things.
Or it's like if you're playing Pokemon and you go and you talk to like someone who's like doing something in a town.
Yeah.
They just do that one thing in the town,
Yeah.
but your rival you see throughout your
Exactly.
your quest.
Yeah. Could be something like that. I'm still trying to get out of my head that there's like some kind of VR thing to this, because I just like was thinking about that all the way until they were like, it became physical. And I'm like, okay, well, so I'm still trying to get that out of my head.
Yeah, everything we've seen is they've had a physical horse that they
Yeah.
created, and we watched them create that.
Yeah.
Then Well, not watch it all the way, but we saw the parts of it. And then there was all the people sitting around, and then the dumb people that don't work anymore down in the basement.
Because I was just thinking, like, well, they make these things. Yeah, I know, right? But they make these things and they shrink them. But I was like, I don't know if they do that because then that thing, then that thing's zoomed in, you know?
Yeah.
I really think that they have like their base in the center of that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think that scalp is a map.
I think so. Like
he was
it's
using
maze.
like a map, like trying to maybe get to like the main base place or something.
Maybe.
And
why did he cut
So
the sheriff's?
He's stuck there?
He's done the sheriff's too.
Yeah, he's looking for a host that is old enough that still has the map.
Maybe.
So he found one, and now he's using.
Well, then
the
why
scalp
didn't he just
to-
kill Dolores?
Maybe he doesn't
She
know
hasn't.
that she's the oldest.
I don't know. You think he's looking for the oldest?
I don't know.
Maybe not the oldest. Maybe it just happened to be that was one of the older ones that had a map.
There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Dr. Ford is Anthony Hopkins,
No, he
right?
would have had
Yeah.
to know. He would have had to know that she was the oldest because he said,
He's been coming for 30 years.
"Yeah, we've been doing this for 30 years."
He wouldn't know that she's the oldest, but he wouldn't know that she's at least 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. You figure that in all that time, and if he's been doing this to at least 2 people we've seen now, that he would have done that when he's in the barn or something, you know?
I don't know.
Is he in love with her?
I mean, I don't know. He just kind of left her alone. I got other stuff I need to do. So maybe he does care for her or doesn't care for her, but he likes her.
Well, I mean, what is his motivation?
I don't know. We don't really know yet.
Like, I was thinking that he was an NPC that is beginning to rebel, but that doesn't make sense now, right?
No, he's not an NPC because
Yeah.
he would have died when he got shot. Every
Yeah.
other NPC, if they got shot, they bled and they died.
Yeah.
Except
Okay.
for the one crazy guy in the bar. Like,
Okay.
he was malfunctioning.
Yeah, that was a malfunction though. But he
Alright.
still bled.
Yeah.
Ed Harris didn't even. It must be a thing with shootouts that he's familiar enough that if you have a shootout with one of the fake guys, you can't get hurt because he was fine with it. He's like, you shoot first.
Can I have my
Put the gun right up to his head.
Can I have my tinfoil theory?
Sharks with knives!
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, let's say if he is an NPC and he's learning all these things about the other robots, he's turned off his squib death blood come
Yeah,
out.
that's what I was wondering. Well,
So
my
you're
thing was
saying
like
he's-
he's learning this stuff and he's like making modifications to himself so he's bulletproof.
I don't know. At the same time, though, like it seems like they notice when hosts
Malfunction.
have, like, glitch out. And stuff.
I think so, but what if he's turned off his connection to that too? If he's been doing this for 30 years.
So you just really think that
Why
he's...
the hell did he turn the other ones off?
You think he's not real? You think he's
I don't know.
a fake thing? That's your theory?
I mean, that's my tinfoil theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I'll throw it out there. and
Slap
if it-
fucking bet.
I'll throw it out there, and if it happens, I'm a genius. If
I
it
don't know.
doesn't, I'm just gonna my tinfoil theory.
I think the 30 years thing makes me think otherwise. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've been going at this for 30 years. Although
He
he
could
could
just
have
mean-
been created
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe he was part of the critical failure, and then they thought they fixed it, or he snuck back out, or something, got back out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he does everything he wears. He's covered everywhere. He
Yeah.
wears gloves, pants. You know, the only thing you can see is like his neck and his
Yeah.
face. He's completely covered.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So he could take off his glove and have robotic hand.
I know.
Terminator it up, you know?
Yeah.
He broke out of his containment cell in the basement or whatever where they store the broken ones, and he wandered back out
And they don't know
into
about
the,
it.
and they don't know about him.
Or they just never found out that he was fucked up, even though it seems like they take him out every night.
You
all of
figure
them,
they
right?
really have all these. They would know what the fuck's going on all the time. The cameras and everything.
Yeah, they have that whole area where they can zoom in and look, but
Maybe he's got. Like
Maybe it only because if there's that many of these things in there, maybe it only gives him like an alert or notification whenever a story goes
Well,
wrong.
one gets-
and what he's doing isn't a story.
Well, he's killing a couple of them, and you figured that would alert.
Yeah,
them.
but they're not part of a story, right?
well, they're all part of their own story. But
Yeah.
as they said before, a couple dying doesn't change things too much.
Yeah.
It's when-
Everything changes automatically if like a couple characters
'Cause the
die.
next day they just fix them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like Ted didn't make it there to pick up her can that one day.
Yeah.
Ed was there. Or
Yeah.
if no one was there, she probably just turned around and picked up her can and went about her day.
Right.
Yeah.
And went painting, because that's where she went whenever Ted didn't show up. When Ted showed up,
Yeah.
she went and looked at bulls and talked to him about the
Shit.
whatever steer thing.
The Judas steer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really. This is one episode. And I already have all these questions.
I wrote down the fly.
Yeah.
I like the fly thing happened a lot. I'm like, I'm going with this fucking fly.
Wait.
And that's when I was like, if they're gonna hit that fly, and we're
Jeff
gonna be like,
Goldblum?
"Shit's- shut up. It's just gonna be hitting in the
yeah,
fan.
of course.
I also like. Did you get like a CSI kind of feel every once in a while whenever they're like, investigating the different like something's wrong with this? And, like,
You know what?
and,
I actually have a question about that. Whenever they were bringing the team,
you have the lights on and stuff.
they had the lights and stuff, but did they have guns there too? They brought the guns in when they were going to the decommissioned broken ones, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that probably goes with the idea that 30 years ago there was a really bad thing that happened, and like we had to fuck shit up, and we put them all in this garage.
Yeah.
And every time we go in that garage, we get guns out again. You know.
Yeah.
But did they have the guns when they were actually in Westworld?
I don't think so.
I don't think they
I
did.
didn't see anybody with a gun.
So they're
It was
not
all those
worried
guys
at
in the
all
white
when they're in
suits.
there.
Yeah.
Now, with that kind of thought, if they shoot them, do they fall and die because of programming?
Yeah.
So, like, if their programming goes different, if they get shot, are they just not gonna die?
Like the Man in Black.
Maybe he's out of blood. maybe he drained all his blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the same time, though,
I know.
he was killing the other host, and he said 3 pints or whatever, liters.
Yeah.
Whatever. He was draining blood out of him. So obviously they can die though if they lose enough blood. Then, I guess.
Or was he was doing it so that whenever he cut him open, he wouldn't have to deal with it all.
Or it could be a programming of when you lose X amount
Yeah.
of blood, they die.
Okay. Well, I want to
That way
believe
they die,
that.
that way they die realistically when they're shot by players.
Yeah.
I just hope I didn't miss anything where I feel like I'm not supposed to know if he is real or not. Like, am I supposed to know?
I feel like it should feel right now that he's a real person.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
not. Now we could make a theory that maybe he's not, and somehow
Yeah.
the programming's gone weird.
Okay.
And somehow he's figured a way to bypass that.
See-
But right now he should be a real person.
Yeah. But see, that's the cool thing about them introducing new characters and going week to week. Anybody new that we see, we don't automatically know if they're a host or a guest.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting as we go. That's cool.
Now we can say that family's real, and the guy who shot the whatever guy
With his
real.
wife, yeah.
Yeah.
They're real for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess those people that were cowering in the corner in the bar.
Those two were players.
There were two
real.
players
They were
in
real
there, yeah.
people too.
That's
So,
actually-
other than that, I guess we don't really know anyone else that's real. Because I thought Marsden was real at first.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, like, when that happened, like, oh, man, he's real, and he got shot, and that guy's fake, you know, in my head. And then you guys were like, nah, that's not the case. I'm like, shit! You know? But then it turns out he might be real, and he might be fake, or is fake. I don't
Or they're both fake.
I don't know. This is fun.
Yeah.
Um,
This is good stuff.
2 random things I caught. The little, like, Universal Studio looking planet down in the decommissioned area.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to look like it, but that's what it makes me think of right off the bat when
Oh,
I
that's
see
what I
it.
thought.
I just thought that was... If
It
it's, if
reminded
it's like
me
an
of,
amusement
like,
park,
It reminded me of, like, the first version of this or something like that. And
Yeah.
that's why Anthony Hopkins, Dr. Ford, stays there or something.
yeah, if it's like the amusement park,
Yeah.
like that, I mean, like, they started to, like, yeah, we'll go with this, and maybe they'd be like, nah, screw it, we pull out.
I wonder how big Westworld is. If it is a physical place, they have to go in every single day, go in physically and pluck them out, drive them back, clean them up, go out, put them back for the morning. Is that what they do?
I would just have other ones that's what their job is, to go out and clean stuff up and set it up.
Okay.
Fix all the windows that got broken,
I
rebuild
mean,
all the chairs.
They
They
have
had to learn
technology to the point where they can 3D print
A horse.
A horse, yeah.
very lifelike things and have
Maybe they
them
can
react
just program
exactly the
other
same
robots
way.
to clean them up for them.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Why do they have to drive out?
I wonder if there's like a future world and like different amusement parks that do different themes.
Caveman world.
Yeah, caveman world, porn world.
What?
Porn world.
Porn world?
Star
Naked
Wars
women?
world, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get the Star Wars license, you know? That's all anybody fucking does.
Harry Potter world?
Yeah, exactly.
I would have got one of those.
You know what? I wanted to point out a small thing I noticed in editing. Like, whenever they have the robot people, right? And they stand really still, and then they have that really creepy, like, they'll be moving, and then they have the really creepy when they stop. There was one shot I noticed, like, they're actually doing a freeze frame on him, and then rotoscoping the foreground head in the corner, and it's moving. Like, that's how they achieved that super creepy, like, stop. It's actually a freeze frame. I thought, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
I would have had the actors be like, okay, stop. You're breathing. You know? But they're not. They're doing a freeze frame, and it's so good. It's so well hidden, too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Yeah.
I
I
know-
noticed it in the scene where
The father?
dad,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing I noticed that's kind of weird, maybe, they said Dolores, I guess they said she's been rebuilt a ton of times. But,
But
like,
as if she's no, yeah.
well, the cowboy in the basement, was very like robotic in his movements, right? Did you notice
he was one of the first ones they made.
Yeah, I just like if Dolores is like the oldest one they had, shouldn't she have been? But if she's been rebuilt
They
and
just said
remade
that,
so many times, that
I think
makes
they used a
sense.
line like she might as well be brand new or something like that.
No,
because she's been rebuilt so much because of the tour that's happened to her.
Probably.
She's been rebuilt so much.
That's what
she's basically brand new.
That's what I'm kind of wondering if
is what
she
he said.
has any of memories from her past storylines.
She has to. I mean,
She has the most storylines.
She's probably repressed him if she's raped all the fucking time.
Well, they're wiped, but
Well, hell, it doesn't matter then. First of all, he said, well, they're white, so it doesn't matter.
like they're wiped every night.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But
Gotta clean 'em up.
But they have some, like, they're wiped every night, but they have some kind of residual memory.
yeah,
Or like they said the new patch is causing that.
The new patch is making them remember like a subconscious kind of thing.
But is that intentional? Is Ford doing that on purpose?
I think he is.
I think he is.
That was his
Definitely
programming.
think he is.
I think that he sees this as his creation, and he doesn't like, just like with humanity, he doesn't like that it's not growing, right?
Well, yeah.
He doesn't need a storyteller.
The programming was intentional. That's what he added in. The programmer had said like he added in a residual memory where it accesses old data that is going to be overwritten.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was an intentional update that he did. They're going to try to remove it, I'm sure, but at least 200 hosts.
You know,
you don't know which one's going to have that.
You know, it'd be kind of cool if Dolores, like, that robot used to be the badass shotgun girl that we saw. Like maybe she played her at one point, and she like gets her. It's like she can be like Neo and access memories of skills and. You know, she used to be a ninja one time. She just becomes a ninja.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
She's the oldest one. She might have all these memories of different things she did.
That could give you like a superpower, like ability to recall different lives, different skill sets. You know,
that'd be cool.
For 30 years though, she's probably been Dolores though, right? Like the daughter.
Well, they say they keep changing them, right?
Or do they keep the same name and everything? Or do they change names when they change them?
I don't know. I mean, the dad, he just had a different name.
Yeah, the bartender and the dad. I mean,
I guess I don't know.
The dad is just the dad now, but his last
he was the sheriff.
His last job was the sheriff, and in story he used to be the sheriff too.
Yeah, but is his name always just Jonathan? Is he Jonathan whenever he was the professor, and Jonathan when he was the sheriff, and Jonathan when he was the dad?
At the very least, their last names have to change, right? Because then Dolores, either the father or Dolores' last name had to change when they did the switch, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
They changed Jonathan Abernathy's job or whatever 10 years ago.
Yeah, they can switch him out in stories and stuff. They're just using him as models, pretty much.
Yeah, I was just saying the name because Ed Harris's character knew Dolores.
Yeah.
And said that it had a history for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I just either they keep the same name or she's been like that character for 30 years.
Maybe she used to be his daughter in game.
Maybe.
And they.
I still think he's real.
I still think he's real too.
Maybe.
But
you couldn't have a robot daughter. If you think he's real, it's silly.
No, but
unless he's the maker, he could have made a robot daughter.
Okay, so are we all just accepting that everyone outside is human? Like, what if everyone is fucking a robot except for Anthony Hopkins?
What's all saying? What if fucking Anthony Hopkins is a fucking
He's the only
robot?
fucking man alive, and he created a world so that he could be God. the only piece of evidence I see that could be falsely read, the piece of evidence that could be falsely read is that weird chick, the one that kissed the prostitute while she was outside and then went in the game while the game was happening.
Well, I think she was just investigating and watching to not blow the... Like, what was going on? And then she went and got the one chick to bring her out.
But something's going on with her then, right? I mean, she's not... Are they allowed to kiss these fucking things?
She's probably a real person, never been in the game, really, and just was like, what does it actually feel? Does it feel real?
Maybe she's a robot.
Or maybe she's just...
And she's fucking up, too.
Maybe she's a really little curious and just wonders what it'd be like.
Yeah,
maybe she's fucking a nerd and all she does is work on a fucking game and doesn't have a romance life.
Maybe.
That's true, too.
I like the use of their Western piano songs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Like, okay, they had. What was the first song?
It was Black Hole Sun.
Yeah.
Won't you come?
Yeah, but that's playing like that's not like a theme that's being played for us as an audience. That's being played in the actual.
Yeah, as like a Western song.
Yeah, like do they have to go and get like a license to do that?
Oh, I'm sure.
Or are they pirates? You know.
And then they did the same thing with the Painted Black one later on, where there's like.
But was that playing? Was that being played for us, the audience, or was that actually in the show?
It was playing.
It was playing on the piano
initially.
No, you're
and
right.
then it kind of altered to like while they were shooting everybody, kind of a little less piano and a little bit more like
guitar-y.
Sure.
Yeah, a little more like a
stylized
band or an orchestra or something like that. A little bit more of like an actual song being
very stylized though, to make it sound like a
Western.
Yeah, Western
It's
style.
just they're taking like
Okay.
these modern songs and making modern songs and making them Western. I mean, they're older songs.
I enjoyed the conversation about who was it? Sizemore had with his woman boss, where he's like, maybe we shouldn't make them more real.
Yeah.
Maybe we should actually scale them back a little bit.
You want your husband to
Yeah,
actually look like
because,
he's raping a real
Like
woman?
it's called the uncanny valley, right? The uncanny valley is like a CG character that doesn't just look correct. You're looking at it, you're like, I know this isn't real, but once you hit the uncanny valley, you kind of get creeped out how real it looks,
and you can't tell the difference.
And then once you've gotten past that,
Like
it looks real.
CG
you know?
children.
So as of right now, it seems like like the husband and the wife, they don't think they're actually killing real people. But they're amazed at how real it looks.
Oh, I saw it. Look at it twitching.
Yeah. And then there was that
like,
little
man,
boy.
You're weird.
There was that little boy that was saying like, "You're not real."
Yeah,
but she
you're
was
one of them, aren't you?
Yeah, like does he? But he might be confused by it. So it's interesting. I like that theme of the uncanny valley. It's perfect for the show.
And they're in like a valley.
Yeah, but very Jurassic World, isn't it?
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like
on
in
an
the sense that
island.
the park is open, people are in it, and shit's going to go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has to go wrong.
Well, just don't underestimate your whatever you got. You make this giant dinosaur. Don't be like, it's never gonna get out.
Yeah. And if it
Walk
does
into
get
its
out,
cage.
don't send in 20 guys with Nerf pistols.
I think Man in Black's a giant dinosaur.
With a knife.
I'm committed to my theory now.
He's a transformer dinosaur.
Yeah.
Transformer.
I don't know. I might be wrong with that, but I feel like there's something there that's gonna be him. Like, it's gonna be like him talking to Dr. Ford at one point. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all for Westworld. We're not doing a Q&A for it, and we're not going to do a Q&A until we actually
catch up.
Catch up.
So we're going to catch up. We're going to say that a lot. So hopefully this week we can try to throw these out and catch up next week. We'll see, but for at least the first 4 episodes, we will not have a Q&A. So just stick with us.
Yeah.
And then poll. Maybe not do a poll until we catch up.
That's fine.
Catch up. All right.
Do you like ketchup or mustard?
I mean, can you guys think of anything that we don't know what has been answered?
How do you spell ketchup?
With a K.
Or with a C.
No.
Or CATCH?
Heathens do that.
Catsup lost out on the whole ketchup cats of war.
Yeah. Okay,
It's like
all
a
right.
laser disc.
That's going to be everything for Westworld. I can see why so many of you have been so annoying asking for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you back next. I'm not sure when it's going to be. Just subscribe and you'll know as soon as it goes up.
It's free.
Yeah. Go to patreon.com/blindwave.
You can do that. Down in this.
And that's free to go there. But,
there's not much you can do. No. Down in the description is
better
all the
off.
links to our social media. Blindwave.net has
shirts, stuff, mugs.
And we'll see you guys next time. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
Button.